Hello, everybody, and welcome again to Shop with Mama Chief training. We are actually going to be going over some basics today on how to get images into your website, as well as getting those links and a few other basics. So it's going to be just a little short today, maybe a little bit longer. It just depends on how winded I get and how involved I get into it. But we are going to do some, like I said, some basic training today on just your website, getting it incorporated and making sure that everything is there. So let's get started. So as you can see, this is my site. I was working on this page here, and as you can see, we added some things. I added some different things in there. But one of the things I want to do is go back and we're going to edit this page. And we're going to talk about, like I said, some basic information on how to get your links in. Now, one of the things that I'm getting is people is sending me their permalinks, not their permalinks, but their links for their ads or their offers, not necessarily their page. So what I want to do is show you where to go get that page. Number one, you have to make sure it is published. So if you go to your site and you see right here where it says publish and you try to send me a link, I can't open it. So you need to make sure that this says updated or update, and then you need to click update before you send it to me to proofread. Then to get the link that I need, you're going to go down here where it says URL. You're going to click this link, and it's going to open up to this information block. Right here where it says view page, you're going to copy this link, and you just hit this copy button right here. Or that's the open button. You're just going to hit this button, and you're going to right click on your mouse, and you're going to hit copy link address. Then that will send it to me. Okay. So you want to make sure that I have this link here, not the link up here. Okay. So this is the link I need. Now, with that being said, so now you have your pictures. So a lot of people are like, I don't know how to get my pictures in. I can't get images, links in my images. What do I need to do? So they did do some updates on our site. So image links are different. They have their own toolbar. So you want to make sure that you are aware of this. So I actually created a new image that I want to use on my site. So I'm just going to remove this image. So I'm going to delete this image. So now I want to put an image in. Now you can have two different ways that you can do an image. If you've already done your image and you have it in a folder, that's the best option to do. You want to always have your images you want to use backed up in a folder. I use my Dropbox images. You can have them in an image folder on your document, but don't use a Google Doc because WordPress does not align with Google Docs, so you can't get your images imported over there. So make sure you're either in a Dropbox or you're in your images in your documents. So I'm going to hit my plus sign, and I'm going to look for image. Now, if you don't see image block here, you're going to hit where it says browse all. And then that's going to pull up all the different things that you have access to. And you just want to scroll down slowly until you see where it says media. And then you're going to click your image icon. Now, from here, you're going to have three different options. You're going to have an upload. You're going to have your media library. And you're going to have insert from URL. Usually when you insert from a URL, that means you have a picture from somebody else's site that you're using, and and that picture's been assigned a URL. We don't typically use those. So one of the things you want to, most of the times what you want to do is either go to your media library, which is images that are already input into your system, and see what you have there that you can use. If it's a totally different product that we're marketing, we know we're not going to have images in there. So then you want to go to your upload, because that's where you've already researched, you've already done your image profiles and put them in your library or in your folders. So you're going to go to upload, click your upload. And what it's going to do is it's going to pull up your information for your computer. Like some people might have a folder here in their pictures where they have all their information for their website pictures. That's perfect. You can use that. I use my Dropbox. Okay. So I can come to my Dropbox and I'm going to go to my logos. And then I'm going to go to my thumbnails because that's where I created the picture I want to use in here. So I'm going to go to my thumbnails, images, and I'm going to go to meets. And I have two different ones. I've already used this one. It's there, but I want to use this one. This is one I created for advertising. So I'm going to click that. And you see it makes it pretty big, right? So once it gets here, you don't want to try to do anything while it's still gray. You want to make sure it's in full color. Then you're going to grab these little circles and slide it in, okay? And you want to get it small. You don't want it to overpower. And then you see your toolbar up here for your image. And this is your alignability. So you can align it, leave it none, so it just sits there. You don't ever want it to let it just sit there. You can align it to the left of your paragraph. You can leave it in the center, or you can align it to the right. I don't recommend you leaving it in the center for the simple fact that's prime Google space. So when you get ready to apply for Google AdSense, they look for that. They look to see if you're using that prime real estate, which is the center of your page. So you always want to make sure that your images are aligned left or right. So I'm going to put this one to the left. And now you can see how that looks. Now with that same thing in mind, I'm going to come here since I already have my link. So there's my link. I'm just going to copy this link. And then I'm going to go back to my picture. And again, here's the toolbar for my picture. And I'm going to click right here where it says edit link. Now it says that this is in my media file. I don't want it to go there because if anybody clicks on this image, it's not going to go anywhere. Okay. So I'm going to hit this X and it's going to blank it out. So then I'm going to paste my URL that I want to go in there. All right. And then I'm going to hit this little arrow that says apply. Okay. Now there's my link that's going to go to my outside vendor for these meets. And then the one thing I want to do is click this link setting, which is this arrow. I'm going to click it. And I always want to make sure I click open in a new tab. So anytime you have an outside link that's going away from your website, you want to make sure that you have that open so that once they finish viewing that information, your site is still open and available for them to look through. All right. So then once I have that, I'm going to click on my update. Now that saves it. Now, when you go to view your page, so we're going to go here and go to preview. We want to preview it in a new tab, and it's going to open up a page. All right. So then we're going to go down to that picture we just put in, and we're going to click it. So see, now it opens up into my vendor for my meat products, which is exactly what I want it to do, but my page is still open for them to look through. Okay. Now there's some people that's going, well, that's not what I want to do. I don't have images. I don't really have a folder. Well, we can do that too. So we can actually go to Google Images for meat, or just say beef or steak. And see what we have there. So we're going to go right here. It says free. I love free. And then images. So now we have all these pictures with images in here for steak. So one of these, like here, it says licensable. You can't use those. those have watermarks on them and you have to pay to get that image clean. So one of the things we want to do is look for one that doesn't have that on there. That means we can use it. See, iStock, most of those are always going to be licensable. So here's one that is basically uncooked steak. That's not real appetizing. So you want to make sure that you do not do an uncooked steak. I love my steak this way, so that's a good picture to use. This is always a great picture, grilled steak. So we can actually grab that and we're going to go copy image. So this is for those of you that don't really have a folder set up yet. So you can do that, either download the image to that folder, or you can actually copy the image. Then we're going to go to our page that we have set up. And we're going to go to the last line of whatever paragraph we want this to be associated with. And then we're going to left click and hit paste. Right click and hit paste. And then our image shows up. Okay. And then again, you want to minimize it. And you want to kind of stagger your images. Don't have them all on the same place. And then you're going to align it to the right. And now there's your image. Okay. You see that right there? So now you have an image there, but you're not finished with it. Remember, we want to go in and then copy the link that we already have set up. You're going to click your picture again, and then you're going to go here to your link. Click on that. You're going to get this link out. So hit that X, paste in the link that you want, which is to your vendor. Hit your apply button. Go and hit open in a new tab. And then you want to hit update. Now that saves your picture on your page, but by you putting it in your page, it also saves it in your media library. So now you have this image for you to use at your discretion at other times when you are advertising meats, grilling, cookout, or anything like that. You have that picture in your library that you can reuse instead of uploading it again and again and again. Now, the other thing you want to do is you have to describe your picture, okay? So you're going to click on your picture, and you want to make sure you're in blocks. If you don't see this descriptive panel over here, you want to make sure that you click on your settings over here and get this block added. And once you do that, when your picture comes up, you're going to see where it says settings and alternative text. Now, this is a program that you're going to be using that most people that are visually impaired uses this with, because they have programs on their computer that explains what the images are. So with us having a website program or a website or blog, that is very key to those people that search the internet that are visually impaired. They want us actually be able to see and hear through your words and content what that picture is about. So with us being an SEO driven website, we want to make sure, we want to make sure that we use our key phrase or our focus key phrase or word in that description. So my key phrase is nutrient dense beef. So I'm literally going to be talking about mouth-watering, grilling, nutrient dense beef has more taste and flavor than your average beef products. Okay, so now that's also associated with my picture. So now when they come in and click on my picture, not only it serves two purposes, they can actually hear, because this gets read to them, and it includes the SEO, which is nutrient dense beef, which is my key phrase. Plus, now when they go and look for images for nutrient dense beef, my image will show up. And then when they click it, it's going to bring them back to my website. Okay, so it serves two purposes. So you never want to leave this blank. You always want to make sure that you include that. And then you make sure you click your update. Okay. Now, we always have our links, which is here. Everything is in blue. That is your default. But say you want to make it a little bit more colorful so that it stands out in your reading. Number one, you want to make sure that your links are always bolded. So you link it first so it turns blue. Okay. And then you're going to highlight it. You're going to go to this drop down button over here. And you see where it says highlight? You click on that highlight. And then you get your color wheel. Okay. Now you can do two things. You can actually highlight the text in a color, or you can come here and do the background so it stands out. So let's do the background. And let's pick maybe a purple. Okay. So now when they come and read it, there's our purple and it's highlighted in black. So let's see what that looks like so that they know that that's something that you can see. So let's again go to our preview. So here's our preview and let's see what that looks like. It might not be something we like. It might be something we want to take out. So there it's highlighted. It stands out. You can use any color you want, but again, there is your highlight. So they know that that's something special, that it might be it's a key point. So it really stands out. So they know, hey, that's something I need to click. So they can click on that and guess what? It goes straight to their links or the link that they're looking for and they can read about the product. So again, it's two different things, but you always want to make sure that when you create the highlight, that you make sure that number one, you do your link first, put your link in so it turns the blue, and then go back and do your update or highlight it, either the background or the actual link to the color that you want to make it stand out. But always, again, you want to make sure that it's bolded. Okay. So that has twofold, and then you hit your update. So I hope that helps you guys. There's some of you that sent me information, and I actually got your your affiliate link instead of the page that it goes into. So you want to make sure that you send those back to me. But I hope this helps you understand your site on how to navigate adding your links to your page, either through text or images. Okay. So y'all have a good day and come join my training on Sunday nights and learn how to create content on your site as well as how to publish and market your website. Y'all have a blessed day and we will talk to you later.